gender equality. What is expected from women in business? And then if we streamline this to our line of duty, not just any business, but straight to our line of business, cryptocurrencies. What does this mean for us? What does it mean to be a woman? Okay, maybe in general as well, because if maybe someone else is another network but has joined us tonight, this is also for you, because it means that you also need to be equipped in some way so that you can succeed in your own personal sphere. And also, when we do the business, there are expectations. There's a lot that we come across with, but we've got to come out strong. We've got to come out strong. So with the short program that we have, but a very awesome program, the first speaker that we will have here will be Mavoi, who is going to share or empower women on generation equality. So Mavoi, let's get you unmuted so that you can empower us. Tell us your views. Tell us what is going to build us in the business of network marketing as women.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Boss Lady. Good evening, everyone that is connected here with us today. Am I audible enough to everyone? Thank you. My task
Good
here
evening,
today,
Mama.
Good evening, my darling. My task here today is to introduce to us our theme for tonight. And our theme for tonight, in closing our Women's Month, Women in Crypto, as we know that this platform here is for women in crypto. However, we're going to be talking about network marketing in general. It's generational wealth for generation equality. Generational wealth for generation equality. Now, when we talk about this theme of ours, I was reminded of one of the most important women who ever existed on earth. She was born before most of us were born. She was born before our parents were born, and her name is Rosa Parks. She was an American woman activist. She was born in 1913. Now, this woman was working, and in her work, she was traveling on a daily basis by bus. And as we know, in those years, there was a lot of discrimination against women. So when she gets into the bus, she finds a seat and she sits. However, a white man in one of the bus stops gets into the bus, and the bus driver, who was also white, instructs Rosa Parks to give a seat or to give up a seat for this white man. And Rosa Parks blatantly said no. Remember that she is a Black woman and she was expected to give a seat to a man, a white man. That was how women were discriminated. Now she said no, and she made history. And from that day onwards, she became an activist of women's rights. Now, that is not the issue today, but I want to take us back to where women are coming from. Now, this rolled out, and we saw it happening here in South Africa in 1956, where our own women, they marched to the union buildings and they demanded that their husbands be allowed to move across the country without carrying the passes. That was another move that was done by women. And if you notice this, these women were doing this together. They were doing it for the benefit of women. Now, the beliefs that these women were living on, which is what Rosa Parks also lived on, is that she said that I would like to be known as a person who is concerned about freedom and equality and justice and prosperity. And prosperity. Each person must live their life as a model of others. Now, that is what I like about how this woman lived. Now, this takes me to roll out our theme and have a sub-theme for us as women in network marketing, which seeks to say, lift as you rise. Lift as you rise. Now, women in network marketing, you know what I like about network marketing is that you have no choice but to love other people. You have no choice, otherwise you are not going to grow in business. So our struggle is not that struggle that Rosa Parks fought for. It is not the struggle that the women of 1956 fought for. But if they were not there, we would not be here today. Now, as we reposition ourselves as women in crypto, and as we reposition and rebrand ourselves as women in wealth creation through cryptocurrency for our generational equality. Because remember, we would like to be equal to our male counterparts. We would like to be at the top there, not to only see men at the top. We are not rivals to men. We want to learn from them. But what I like about cryptocurrency as well, guys, is the fact that here you are not expected to have a degree. As a woman, you are not expected to be educated, maybe the way that I am, because I am educated. Here you are not expected to be any color. Everyone is accepted to do business in cryptocurrency. Now, as we reposition ourselves and as we gain confidence as women, we need to rebrand ourselves. Boss lady always say, brand yourself, be a brand, be a brand. We need to rebrand ourselves and represent our business with authenticity. We need to be authentic. We need to trust what we are working on. Now, ourselves, we are fortunate to have a company that is trustworthy. We need to believe in the business that we are doing. Now, important thing is loyalty. We need to be loyal to the business. We need to be loyal to the business. And therefore, that will make us to brand our business in a proper way. So our struggle, guys, is not the struggle of poverty. Actually, we are in the struggle of poverty. We are in the struggle of poverty. We want to finish poverty, especially among women. We want to show, for instance, in corporate, there is what is called pull head down syndrome. You have no choice here but to pull up that woman. Here, we have to pull each other up and work authentically. Now, I want to make, before I finish, to give a short story that I like the most, that I would like us as women to learn from. Now, this is a story of a farmer who had 3 donkeys. This farmer takes a trip with the 3 donkeys. On the way, because the journey was too long, he gets tired and he would like to take a swim in the river. However, he finds out that he has only 2 ropes to tie his 3 donkeys. So he asked from a wise man how he can do this, because he has 2 ropes and he does not want his 3 donkeys to run away. The man advises him to tie the 2 donkeys and pretend as if he is tying the 3rd one as well, because he would have tied them while the other one is looking. So he does like that. And after he has done that, he goes to swim and he comes back. On coming back, he finds his 3 donkeys as they were. He unties the 2 untied donkeys and he expects the one that is untied to move with them. However, this donkey does not move. It stays there. He tries to beat it so that it can move and it does not move. Now he goes back to the wise man to ask, why is it not moving? Because it is not tied. But he tells him that, remember that imaginary you had tied the donkey. So imaginary untie him so that he can be able to move. So he goes back to untie imaginary, untie him, and in that the donkey moves. Now, what is the moral of this story? This farmer was surprised why this donkey was standing there. The donkey was having imaginary ropes. So most of us have imaginary ropes that are tying us in one position, that we cannot succeed in whatever we are doing because we have imaginary ties, such as fear. Some of us have fear of the unknown. Some of us have fear of scams. While we see that people are succeeding in this business, but someone will tell you about scams. Some of us are fearful of success itself, and therefore we need to untie those imaginary ropes that we have in our minds. Now, Nick Vujicic, he's the guy that has no arms and legs. What he says is that it is a lie to think that you are not good enough. It is a lie to think that you are not worth anything. Therefore, all of us here as women, we are worth of all the success that is brought by the crypto space and the company Mining City that we are working with. Therefore, let us make sure that we create generational wealth and we pull other women. We lift as we rise. Thank you so much, Program Director.
Wow, that was mouthful. We surely learned something. That was powerful. That was mouthful. That was motivating. As she has said, that we have to lift as we rise, and meaning that we need to lift others as well. While you are climbing up to the top, don't go there alone. Lift other women, lift other females, lift someone else, lift another girl, child, woman, lift someone to the top. Even if you are a man in crypto, lift someone else, lift this woman, lift your sister, lift your cousin, lift your wife, lift your girlfriend, lift everyone that you want to climb up to the top with. And that you cannot do without loving one another, as Mavui has said it, that we've got to love each other in this business, because this business is about people. So you cannot work with people that you do not love, or you cannot be able to work the business if you do not love people. Let me just put it like that. You have to love people for the business to work, for the business to succeed. Love others so that you can go to the top. And yes, imaginary ties. We are so held in these imaginary ties, thinking that we cannot. No, he is the right one for this. He is in the nice space. Everybody can listen to him. We always lift other people instead of taking or copying what they do, and lift ourselves right to the top. So we've got to make sure that we bring that equality with our counterparts. Mavui, this was outstanding. Outstanding. I don't know what to say. I am so disappointed that I did not record this. Is it recorded? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, that's great. I was just worried just now because, you know, there are things that you need to keep listening to every day. This speech that has just been rendered is something that I would want to listen to on a daily basis, so that it gives me new strength every day, because it's so empowering. It's exactly what we wanted. And it has put nicely what it is to be equal in the business. Not thinking that a business is for certain people or a certain gender, but equality is also what is making us succeed in the business. Wow, wow, wow. Our program. So we are going to continue with our program, and the next speakers would be, we know that in this business, we have people that have achieved a lot, people that will inspire us, people that have other people looking up to. And we want to hear those stories, because those stories are the ones that gives fire to the engine in us, or those testimonies are what awakes the sleeping monsters in us, because you think that you cannot do this, and then, or when you see someone else and their achievements, then you like, okay, now I have just filled up the fuel in this tank of mine. So let me do my best as well, because they also started from nothing. They also started with one person, and then one person brought the other came with another came with another, and then they managed to build up this strong empire. So how have they done it? What are these things that they have achieved that we can learn, and how have they done it? Which is most important part, the how part of doing. So we've got two speakers that will be giving us their testimonies this evening. I'm going to start with our city developer, Miss Tandi Sontuli, the Shasha Queen. Wow!
Share my plates! Share my plates!
Share my plates!
Where is she?
Where is she?
Hayi ndikhona apha kuthe ndingandiboni nina, you know, ndikhona. Jovicho!
Yes, Miss T, tell us about your journey.
Yeah, can you see me, guys? Why ndinganiboni niphi? Where are you?
Where are the other? Anyone else who sees Tandi?
I saw her.
You saw her?
Yeah.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you, Shasha Queen.
Hey, i-load shedding ihamba nathi ngomgca kaloku bahlali.
Sorry.
I think because I can't see her.
Dimlo.
No, uyabonakala, my queen.
Oh
Uyabonakala.
no,
We see you now.
look, I had to buy the glow. You see, I had to buy the LED light so that nizosibona kahle during the load shedding. Sibonakale phela, yabo.
Yes.
All right. Good evening, everyone. The women in crypto, the men in crypto, everyone in crypto. Yo, anise bahle man, le glow yokuthanda crypto ngivele nilalaze nje. Shasha.
Shasha.
Thank you so much. I feel very honored to be invited to such a prestige event with such pretty and outstanding hostess with the mosters. And I'd like to say, but Pasi, how come you say you cannot see me? Quickly log in here. I don't know, but I'm here. Like, people, really, can you not see me?
Yes.
You can't see
All
you.
right, just. But I've joined you guys from the phone.
I see you, Tandi.
No, Tandy, we can see you.
We can see you, my queen. We can see you.
All right,
Only
no, that's
now.
fantastic.
We see
Only
you.
now,
We
yes.
see you. Very nice and bright.
I can see you now. I can see you now.
Beautiful as usual.
Okay, because now I had to change the device here and maybe use
see you.
a laptop.
No, we see you clearly.
All right, and can you hear me as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Clear,
right, no,
loud and clear, my queen.
loud and clear. All right,
Yes.
no, that's fantastic.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Now it's clear.
Okay, my name is Niyatata.
Please mute your mic. Crypto Queens, please mute.
Koleka, please mute yourself. Koleka, please mute yourself. Koleka,
How to
please
mute?
mute your-
Tandy, please unmute yourself if you are muted, my queen. I just had to click on mute all.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
loud and clear. Thank you.
Yes.
And can you see me? All right. To everyone that is on the call this evening, you are all winners for the fact that you took your time out of your busy schedule to come and join us in this prestige event. My name is Thandu Santuli Ntombi Yomndebele, all the way from Witeng, Mpumalanga, eMalahleni, the city of coal. I am a Bitcoin vault miner. I started the journey in 2018. I've met up with Limpo, and then we started from the neighbor, you know, the neighboring company. And then now we are with Mining City. In Mining City, we started in July 2019. And then now, yeah, okay, now I'm here. I'm here tonight. Okay.
Hello.
Please click on the screen, and click on the mic. Make sure that your mic remains muted, please, Mama. Thank you. Sorry, you may continue, Tandy.
All right. So the question was, I must tell you about my journey, right? All right. Yes. So then we started in the previous company in 2018, where I was just from the corporate as a marketing person from the corporation that I used to work for. So I had just left the company to go back home in Witbank. And when I got to East London to actually clear up my flats, etc., my financial advisor told me about Bitcoin mining. So I actually was looking for a place to keep the little pension fund that they've given to me. So I wanted to make like a 12-month salary so that looking for a new job or pursue the new career that I intended to do. I wanted to be a trainer. So then my financial advisor the Bitcoin mining. So what happened is that then I attended a presentation which was hosted by Olimpo Buka. I didn't know about her. I didn't know about anything until the day I got to the venue. Ziyanda Biti, who's our upliner, was actually a presenter. After which I didn't hear much what they were saying. I heard about the founders pool of 50,000, and I was like, yo, and easy. But I knew that I wanted to be part of the greatest movement. For some reason, I believe that one day I'll be a millionaire through this opportunity. And I knew that my calling or my passion would be to talk to people. And I would be very much excited when you transform people's lives or thinking or enhance the way of thinking and the way of living. That has always been my passion. So I was going to do training. So when I came across mining, Bitcoin mining, then I realized that, okay, this will allow me to do that. So let me just ask to Ziyanda took my business card at the time, and Dimpompo called me. We had a meeting, and she further explained to me how the whole thing works. I don't know if I had her. 1 minute I would understand why Bitcoin mining, and the next minute I don't even know what is Bitcoin. So it also took me a while to grasp the concept. But soon after joining, that was in Jan, around Feb, we attended the 90 days game plan. And my life has changed because my belief of that one day I will make $1 million was reaffirmed. And soon after I've joined, in March, I started hosting my own presentations. I went back home to preach the gospel. Hence, that was a planting of the seed. The planting of the seed is very important in any business. So now, ladies and gentlemen, last year in July, there was a call that we are moving to this company we are with, which is Mining City. So I started with a plan of, at the time, $500, which was one, and later bought a second one, and I started building the team from the bottom. It wasn't easy. There were days and times where I feel like, you know what, in fact, I should just go look for work. In fact, maybe let me try another network marketing. Because like left, right, and center, you see people flourishing, people ranking up, but it feels like nothing is happening for you. Not forgetting that the moment you pray and you have faith, then things has already happened, even though you don't see it physically. But God has had a confidence with you that, okay, you want this and you believe that this is for you and you believe that it's going to happen. So it is done. Just that I was waiting for that time for it to manifest. So the process is not easy. It hasn't been easy for me. I started from that $500 plan, and a few months later, I ranked up to builder, and I was excited because when I ranked up, I didn't expect to actually rank up at that time. So my business was up and down. There were times when I would make money. There were times when I would not make money. There would be times when I would sign up people. There would be times when there would be no one coming. And now I'm building this team. Obviously, in this industry, network marketing, you learn from your leaders, okay? So you see whatever they do, monkey see, monkey do. So you copy and paste. So I've seen that my leaders were opening like group WhatsApp groups in where to speak to your prospect or your current team members, give information, mentor, etc. Then I opened mine, which I think we were 5 or 6 at the time. I remember my first person there was Abongile, Upasi, just to name a few. And I was talking alone for the longest time, sending information, asking team, yeah, we're going to make million. This is 90 days game plan. No one is actually answering. And we're like, is there anybody home? And Basti will be talking to me on the side. No, my leader, I'm here. I'm still working. And, you know, several times I wanted to give up, but I remember seeing the team growing, seeing the tree growing. And I'll be like, okay, if I give up, what is this that I'm teaching my team? Because if you quit once, you're going to quit forever. And if I quit, my leader, Dimpo, would say, okay, if you're quitting and you're going back home, which is with bank, are you going to have money then? It was a profound question. Now, okay, I understand you're not making money right now. In this very moment, you are saying you have 0 rand. Okay, I understand. So you're going to pack your bags. So pack your velo hambe. More figure with bag is over corner na. And I was like, then I had to hotspot the belief that I can do this business. Then the belief will last 3 days and 4 days. And now I would like my business at some point struggled to the point where I didn't have money for rent. And my landlord will send the summons to say, okay, you have 20 days to pay or meet us in court. And then I'll start scratching my hair, then asking the right question, how can I raise the money? And people were like, oh, dude, where are the meetings? Okay, here they are lined up. And like, there's your money, go. Then I'll just get up and like just go do the meetings. Some people will come on board just before the 20 days expires. Then I will pay the rent. And then just before the whatever days expire, then I'll be able to pay for the car. Before the what expires, then I'll be able to buy food, electricity and stuff. Then the next month, it's another struggle. Then 3 months later, another someone's come and I'll be like, oh, what have I done? Then it's like, I think it just happened 3 times. Then I was like, first time I was really, really shaken to the point where I thought, yo, it's the end of the world, not knowing that before you succeed, you will experience defeat at the most highest form where you reach the bottom. So I realized that, you know what? I cannot make it in this business if I still want to do it with the same mentality that I've employed when I came into the industry. While I was still working, I knew that I had to do something about myself. But I need to start thinking differently. I need to increase my level of belief. I need to see this happening. Then that's when I started with a personal development. So the personal development, I started challenging myself for 7 days. Say, okay, for these 7 days, I wrote things down. I will do this. And then I started waking up early in the morning. I challenged myself to wake up at 4, which I did, and it didn't work. Then I said, okay, let's start at 7. Then I would wake up at 9. Then, like, it was a yo-yo. It wasn't consistent in the beginning. Then I challenged myself to 21 days. Then I challenged myself to 28 days. Then it was 30 days working on myself. So what I did, I started listening to those YouTube videos. My main motivator then was Tony Robbins and Les Brown, Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn. Those were the main speakers I would listen to day in, day out. Then I had to formulate things where I'm like, okay, Bob Proctor talks about gratitude list. Tony Robbins talk about raising your standards. And Les Brown talks about if you can land with your back, then face up, you can get up and shoot for the stars. If you miss, you'll reach wherever. Then I was like, okay, and Les Brown's story motivated me more. And I really, really felt that I've hit my rock bottom. And now my car wanted to be repossessed because the business wasn't really doing well. I was earning maybe 3 figures or 4 figures a month or even less. And now I got to the point that the car is branded Bitcoin, and on Facebook I'm Shasha Queen, and they cannot take my car. I refuse. No, that cannot happen. And another friend of mine said, hide it. And I said, but it's fine, they can take it, then I'll buy it. It says, hey, they're not taking your car, hide it. I'm like, where am I gonna hide it? Dimpo, can I bring my car there? And she said, yeah, and then how are you gonna go to your meetings? And I'm like, okay, then yeah, I didn't think that far. Then I removed my number plates on my car. Then I removed the branding. Then I didn't park my car in front of my flat. I parked it elsewhere. And my neighbors started asking, Meza, where's your car? And I'm like, hey, you noisy people, even in the flats, you gotta ask me that. I would think it though, I wouldn't say it. And I'm like, Dimpo, these people won't leave me alone. But what's wrong with me parking my car on the other side? And there's security guards here where I'm staying in the complex. And my friend, where's your number plate? hey, now I had to say somebody's stalking me, so I don't want them to see where I'm parking or where I'm living, because I cannot now tell the truth, because I'm also trying to recruit them to the business. So the same security guards and the neighbors are asking me, hi, Bo, where's your branding of your car? I'm like, hey, I'm rebranding, guys, please just stop it. And then the other neighbor and friends are asking me, my friend, why are you walking such a long distance to your flat? What happened? Why are you parking your car that far? And I'm like, hey, I've got this stalker boyfriend who won't leave me alone. So I don't want him to know when I'm home. So I had to always come up with stories when people are asking me why my car is parked there. So I remember one time going to this camp while I was still working, because we all know the story. When you're working 5 days later, you are broke, like you're not working there. And I was like, you know, I'm so broke, I need money, and I don't know what I was complaining about. And the guys looked at me and said, you're only talking because you don't know who your source is. You don't know the power, how powerful God is. Ne? That's why you are talking like this, because I was speaking and operating from lack. And the way he spoke to me came back. And I remember checking the balance of how much I'm owing for the car. It was around 21,000. But I remember telling myself, like in terms of the outstanding installment, I remember telling myself, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this. I'm just praying it doesn't get to 27K, but I'm gonna pay it and I'm gonna hide it. So one time a friend of mine called me unnecessarily and I was angry, but I drove to her. I went to say her quickly. When I came back, the security told me, hey, guys were looking for you. This is what they were saying. Tandy working here, driving this car. And I'm like, you must tell them you don't know me. I don't stay here anymore. So they could have taken my car then. Then they missed me with 5 or 10 minutes. Yay! I was crying and panicking and I called people. They were here. Can you imagine now? I would be colorless. I don't think I would survive. She had to drop whatever she was doing. Then she came with the bottle of wine and some meat. And then we had to sit here because I need comforting. Galoko. I almost lost the car that I love so much. That was a close call. And she was like, no, my friend, it will never happen for you. When losing your car, I saw it. Shem, she's a good comforter. Then we're drinking the wine and then the story goes on. This just to name the few where I thought that, you know what's missing is for me sleeping in someone's couch, but it will never happen. So when I was listening to these videos and I started reading the book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, and I would read people's stories that some people have gone through worse than I am going through. Then I knew there immediately that actually, you know what, I did say, confessed it that I'm a multi-millionaire. In fact, I'm a billionaire under construction. So us, the winners, us, the millionaires, we have to go through this so that we can go and tell the tale. So I'm going through so that someone else can learn and someone else can know that it's okay to be summoned. It's okay to hide your car for a while, but work hard that you get out of that situation. Ne? So the personal development helped me in that I became strong inside out. Then the motivation grew intrinsically from inside and it went out. My belief grew. So there were there's 2 ladies that are in my team 4 a.m. Then I managed to get to team 4 a.m. People started seeing me posting in the morning, wanted to know what I'm doing. And then me and these other 2 ladies, we made a pact that in these 90 days, which I remember we took a decision in May this year when the pandemic started. And then what happened is that we said, okay, in these 90 days, our 90 days started on the 25th of May until the 25th of August. We said we will be 6-figure earners, and then we will rank up to city developers, and then we will grow the team. So that was the 90 days, the pact that I did with these 2 ladies. And then I shared with them how I started with this personal development of mine. And then they were interested, wanted to try it. So they've tried it with me.
Sorry, Tandy. Sorry, Tandy. Feziwe, please mute my queen.
Okay, Fundi, mute everyone, then I'll mute myself and continue. Perfect. Then we started with our 90 days game plan alone, just the three of us. Then we made sure that every day at 4 a.m. we wake up and we do the personal development, because since 2018, when I joined the business, I was told to read the book called 7 Steps of Going Pro, and I procrastinated. I had many habits that I needed replacing, such as procrastinating, being lazy, lazy to follow up. I don't know, I had to clean up myself. So I had a meeting with myself in front of the mirror. I didn't like what my future self told my current self to change, and say, okay, how do you know how your future looks like? You have to create one. So that's when your Steve Harvey came in handy. That's when everybody else, like your Holton Barks of network marketing, came in handy and stuff. Then my future self told me, if you want to own a yacht, to own a private jet, to own a Bugatti, to own a Maybach, to own a Range Rover, a Porsche, a speedboat, like all those things that I wanted, 20-bedroom house, to actually change people's lives across the globe, then you will have to change. You cannot get there with such a mediocre attitude. Then I started also listening to Alsbrook. Alsbrook will tell you, grind. You cannot pay for success paying it with Bitcoin and any other fiat currency. You pay with it with blood, sweat, and tears. Then I had to work in myself inside out, to health and fitness, and then also personal development. So all the mornings, every morning is dedicated to me working on myself. So me and this team of mine, we did that. And I share that in my Zooms. So the duration of the pandemic, the lockdown, has seen me grow as a woman, becoming this woman in network marketing, a full-blown network marketer, businesswoman, and also a good person, and also cleaning up my act and replacing all those bad habits. Then that's when I had to, my biggest fear in not reaching my fullest potential previously was being afraid to write down my goals, just in case I don't reach them. I could not deal with a failure, but not knowing it is through failure where you grow, where you can know what is it that you are doing wrong and improve therefrom, So I didn't know the power of actually really writing it down. So I kept all my goals in my mind and said, no, I know what I want and what not. Now I challenged myself with these ladies. We said, okay, we're going to have 20 direct people sign-ups between May and 25th May to 25th August. And then we are going to be city developers. We're going to be 6 figures. Then I wrote it down and I started writing weekly goals, monthly goals. I smashed some, I missed some, and I had to learn to be okay not reaching my goals and actually pushing harder. It's as disappointing as it is. That was my weakness in dealing with disappointment as far as the business is concerned, because it's not helping. Or when you look at your right, people know I've made $1 million, I've made 300,000. Hey, all you're trying to make is $1,000 a week, and you just made $200. And then what? Then you get discouraged. Then I was like, you know what? I told myself, okay, I'm locked down. I went to Joburg at my sister's house. And then for the first time, I didn't worry about rent. For the first time, I didn't worry about paying the car. I left it here in East London. I knew no one would penetrate my complex because everything is locked down, so no one will take it. So it's safe for now. Then I didn't worry about nothing. Then I focused on my business 100%. But I started at reading that book by Eric Waugh, The 7 Steps of Network Marketing. Then I've realized how much of the boo-boo I've been making in terms of prospecting and delivering the message, etc. Then from there onwards, I grew. And then I just did that. So from all of that, now I can safely say I became like a 6-figure earner through self-development. Consistently, I've been checking, I'm like, yay! So since I figure out, so I'm already like a city manager, just short with one city developer. And yeah, so in fact, I'm a city chief manager. So, so that is my story for now.
Yay! Boo, 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 Javito! Wow, what an awesome story. The challenge that we had was it a day or 2 days ago? The key to your story. Key to your story. And the key to our story is what? It's our Bitcoin vault. We just cannot accept defeat, guys. We just cannot accept defeat. We've got to fight. We've heard the story from our leader, the way she fought. It was not an easy journey. So it's not going to be easy for you. It was not easy for me. It was not easy for her. So it's not easy for everyone. But what we do, we increase the level of our belief that it starts with our mind and believing in yourself. If you do not believe in yourself, no one is going to believe in you. So it must first start with you. It first starts with you believing in yourself, believing that you can make it, and getting yourself a mentor. We've heard from Thandi that she had mentors, physical mentors like us, me, Zianda, and others, and other queens as well. But she also was listening to the likes of Bob Proctor and the others, Les Brown and whoever. So get yourself that mentor that is going to be teaching you on how to be yourself, because you've got to develop personally. You've got to be yourself in business. Don't impersonate anyone. Be yourself. Be on your own lane so that you know that you are running your own race. So yeah, we all have stories. Moving to our next speaker that is going to give us an awesome testimony. Mrs. Tembela Somtombo, where are you, leadership? Where are you? You are somewhere, seeing you.
I'm here, leadership. I don't know if you can see me.
Yes, the stage is yours, my queen.
Okay. Why am I still seeing something?
Yes. Nice and bright.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, leaders, and everyone in the meeting. My name is Tembela Somtombo. I'm from East London, but I'm currently based in Queenstown. Okay, sorry for that. My phone just dropped. Okay, I'm currently placed in Queenstown. I've been in Queenstown for the past 18 years of my life. I came here through work, got married, and have 2 kids. I was born and raised by a single woman. I'm a product of women. I was raised by all the women in my mother's family. I was raised by all my aunts. As a result, I used to call everyone mom or mama. I used to call everyone mama until a stage when I could then differentiate between aunt and makazi, aunt and makazi. Otherwise, as I grew up, everyone was mama because I was raised by all the women in my mother's family. Until then, a man came in when my uncle came back from exile and adopted me. And so I was then raised by a man and my mother. And I grew up and being involved in a male-dominated fields. As I studied electrical engineering in PE, in a college in PE at some stage, being in a class full of men and or guys or boys or guys, whatever they were. We were only 3 ladies in my class until I finished that course. And then I studied information technology, and then I went into the field, which was also dominated by males. I experienced all the challenges that we experience when we are in a male-dominated field. I experienced being undermined. I experienced all those things that women experienced in such environments. I was a manager at a municipality for 18 years. It was actually 17 years, 10 months, so that's basically 18 years. In all those 18 years, most of the time, I was working with guys or males my subordinate, or I was a manager to males most of the time. So I would experience all the things that I mentioned. But I got over that. I lost my job last year in 2019 after being the manager that I was for 19 years. I got introduced to Bitcoin. In fact, I was introduced to Bitcoin, or someone tried to introduce me to Bitcoin. Oh, boss lady, I'm sorry, boss lady. At that time, I thought that, I thought I didn't need such things because, I thought I had it all. I was a manager. So I thought that I had a house, I had a car, I was driving a Mercedes. So I did not think I needed such things. Well, that's because I did not know that those things were not mine, by the way. They belonged to the bank. But the way we are wired, we are brought up, or we are programmed to think that we have to go to school, get educated, which is correct. I still stand by that. Get employed. Work hard to get to the levels of supervisor, manager, director, and whatever else that's above that. So because I was a manager at age 24, I felt that, I've made it in life. So I don't know these things. What Bitcoin, what are these things? So I was just not interested. Otherwise, I would have gotten involved long time ago. But I guess it was not my time. I'm not a believer of regrets. So I just believe that it was not my time. So then I started getting involved with Bitcoin when in 2019, when I was already a slaying housewife, as I would call myself, because I was already unemployed. I was here at home doing nothing. And I was very far from slaying, by the way, because there's nothing slaying about sitting at home in the couch and on the bed in between watching TV and sleeping. So, but yeah. And then my mother asked me to, or would ask me to attend Bitcoin meetings, which I was still not interested, but I did because she would ask me all the time if I attended a meeting. She would tell me, even when I'm in East London, that I see that the Bitcoin people are doing, what's this thing when cars are following each other? That the Bitcoin people are doing
motorcade or convoy.
Yeah, motorcade. Yeah, she would tell me that. I don't know where she was following Bitcoin people. I don't know who told her about Bitcoin, but she would tell me that Bitcoin people are doing motorcades. Bitcoin people are now in Hemingways. They are now down there by the beach. Go and find them. And I was like, what's up with this? But anyway, eventually I attended because I just wanted her to stop telling me to attend Bitcoin presentations. So I did attend a presentation that was hosted in Queenstown when one of our leaders, Leadership Mavoy, invited me to a presentation here in Queenstown. And I actually liked what I heard, but I had to go and make my research. So I came back home. I didn't make the research instantly though, but sorry. When I got home in East London again for the Easter holidays last year, so my mother asked me if what were they saying in the presentation. I couldn't really remember. I just remember that the guy that was making a presentation said that we must. He asked us to download Luno. So I just quickly took my phone, downloaded Luno, and I quickly read up on what's, because Luno was explaining what Bitcoin is and so on and so forth. So I would read up there and said, no, actually they said this and that and that. I was actually reading it from Luno. And I thought, okay, I just got more interested as I was reading it, pretending that I had everything in the presentation. So I thought, okay, let me fund this account. And I started getting interested. I actually liked it. I liked what I read. I liked the fact that I would wake up having made, even if it's 20 rands, even if it's 50 rands, because when I was employed, there was no way I would make I'd make money out of the blue, even if it's 50 rands. That was a lot of money for me because when you are employed, you only get paid month end. So to just make money, you wake up with 50 rands, even if it's 100 rands, that was something for me. So it was something I'd make a noise about on Facebook. So when I started making a noise about Bitcoin on Facebook, people started asking me, what is this Bitcoin you're making a noise about? That is when I was in East London during June holidays, because I continued making a noise about Bitcoin on Facebook or on Facebook as I was just exploring, playing around with the Bitcoins that I bought. So I asked the person in Queenstown that was making a presentation if there was a presentation in East London. Unfortunately, there was none. So I had to look for someone who's going to assist me in East London, because the guy that was making a presentation and who called me to the, or who invited me, sorry, to the presentation in Queenstown was far from me at that moment. So I found my upline, my mentor, my leader on Facebook. I found Utembingosi Dube on Facebook. So, and I just remembered that there's this guy who has recently became my Facebook friend, who's always talking about Bitcoin on Facebook. So let me find out from him. So I called him. His number was available on Facebook. So I called him and I asked if he was going to have a presentation. He said no. And I asked if he could meet up with me. He didn't have a problem. So we met. He explained everything to me, and actually my interest at the time was at the $200, because I just remembered that in the presentation they spoke about $200. So I asked him, so what was the $200 for? Because I knew it had something to do with presenting the opportunity to other people and to actually introduce other people to the opportunity. So I thought then that if he explains to me what the 200 is for, then maybe then I can join the company, which was the Makelwan that Tandy was talking about. Before I could do that, I had money on Luno. I had about 20,000 on Luno. At that time, the price of Bitcoin had dropped a bit. So my Bitcoin was a bit short, because it was supposed to be 24,000. So it was 20,000. So I said, now I'll actually take a tripod, because I do have 24,000 on Luno, but currently it's 20,000. So I will join once Bitcoin price goes up again and my money is 24,000 again. So he said, fine. Then I told him I'd already registered an account, so I just need to fund it. Then he said, no, it's fine. I came back to Queenstown, and before Bitcoin price could be at a level that would make me to be ready to fund the account, Leadership Terra called me and said, Leadership, have you funded your account? I said, no. He said, listen, please don't fund it. Whatever happens to Bitcoin, please don't fund that account. I will speak to you tomorrow. He did call me the following day, and he made a presentation of, that was the 3rd. When he called me, it was the 2nd of July. So on the 3rd of July, he called me and he presented Mining City to me. So I said, Leadership, I think now I like what you are saying. I don't care if my Bitcoin is 4,000 rand short, because with what you are telling me, I will make back that 4,000 rands in no time. So I am in. I'm actually coming to East London right now. So I drove to East London, and he assisted me to fund 2 accounts, which I could fund with 20,000. And then I went and scratched from whatever money I can find somewhere, and I funded both 3 accounts. And then before the end of the week, I had funded, because I wanted to buy a gold plan. So Leadership said, no, let us make 7 accounts. That will be good for the business, because I can already see that you will be doing this business. So it will help you to make more money. It will put you at a position to cycle or to get more cycle bonuses. So I said, I don't know anything about network marketing. I don't know what you are talking about. So I will just listen to what you're saying. So I will do as you're saying, as much as I don't understand. So I did. So we funded 7 accounts with standard plans. In total, I had 7 accounts of standard plans in the beginning. I started inviting all those people that were asking me about Bitcoin. I started inviting them to a presentation so that Leadership Terra can assist me to present to those people. And I think by the first weekend after that, I had my first sign up. Oh, when I came, I then told Leadership Mavoy that there's a new company that I've joined, and this is how it's working. So she liked what I also presented to, but I said someone will come to present it further, but I just explained the parts that I understood, the ones that made me to join and even at a loss of 4,000 rands. So those are the areas that I presented to her. So she was my first sign up, Leadership Mavoy. And for the first, I don't know, for the first how many leaders in my team, I signed up women. My team is made up of queens. I only signed up a first male leader in my team now during lockdown when I was already a city developer. A team of women made me a city builder and a city developer. And only then I started to sign up the first guy in my team. Okay, fast forward to then, okay, in 2 weeks' time, I became a city builder and I worked like crazy. I was an unemployed person, so I worked with fears of poverty. I didn't ever want to be poverty-stricken or to go hungry, or I was even worried about my children because they are used to a certain lifestyle. So I didn't want their level of lifestyle to drop. Not knowing that, you know, it will be at another level. It's not even double. It's not even 100%. I don't know. It's not even 500% times. I don't know what Mining City has changed my life. But Mining City has changed my life drastically in a way that I never imagined. And not just financially. Mining City has changed my life in many ways. It has changed my life spiritually. It has changed my well-being. Because first of all, I stopped sleeping the whole day. I stopped watching TV and sleeping. I suddenly had a reason to wake up because I wanted to work so hard, and I would work. So I woke up even when it was still dark. I would wake up and start working, or just wait for the first person to wake up in the house so that I can also wake up and work. So I also had a reason to wake up. I had a reason to just go out there. Maybe it's now that I started to be a slaying person, because there was nothing slaying about sleeping the whole day, but I was just calling myself that. Then I started calling myself a Babes of Bitcoin, and I enjoyed what I was doing. I just became alive again. If I can put it that way, I became alive again when I started joining Mining City. We used to call talking to people zonifying. So I just wouldn't wait to zonify people. And then I want to fast forward to lockdown now. During lockdown, I ranked up to being a city developer. Before it was lockdown, by the way, when I first joined Mining City, I remember sitting in a couch here at home, and I made a screenshot of the marketing plan and I posted it on Facebook, and I said, I'm looking at that manager position. I was a manager almost all my life, and I'm going to be a manager here as well. And I posted that on Facebook. But my leader, I was being coached, guys. I was new to network marketing. He told me that we are still we are creating curiosity about the company. The company, we were not even saying the name of the company. It was the zone. So he was saying we are having a strategy of creating curiosity about the company. So you can't post that whole thing you posted there on Facebook. So I deleted it. But I remember that I wrote such a thing on Facebook. But when it took me 8 months to become a city developer, then I thought, city manager, I'm sorry, it's not for me. When I became a city developer, I was like, no, that's it for me. That's as far as I will go in terms of these ranks up. This city manager thing, no. And especially when I saw the volume that is required, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this one. It's fine, that's it for me. Let me just make money so that I can survive, so that I can live. But lockdown made wonders for the crypto space. I started making at least now 13,000 in one day, which was a lot of money to make in one day. I started, that was a turnaround for me. I started to then make a cycle bonus every single day, sometimes more than once. And then the highest amount I then made in a day was 61,000 rands, which I don't think I made it even when I bonus, or maybe I made it with bonus when my salary was times 2. Maybe that's when I made 61,000 rands. So, but in this business, it became possible to make 61,000 rands in one day. That all happened during lockdown. The team grew so much during lockdown. The wallet started growing so much during lockdown. And the turnaround came with the introduction of Bitcoin vaults, when because we were mining Bitcoin for until December, and then Bitcoin vault was introduced in December. We started mining it in December, and to Bitcoin also. And when that was happening, I wrote on Facebook. There's this guy that I like to follow, Mr. Bitcoin. He wrote a book, How I Became a Millionaire at age 21. So I stole that line. So I wrote on Facebook, How I Became a Millionaire in 12 months, because I'm way past 21. My age was already double 21. So I said how I became a millionaire in 12 months with Bitcoin Vault. So I said me on the 31st of March, 2021. But Bitcoin Vault started doing, I don't know, is manga basically. It started doing wonders. I made my first million in 4 months with Bitcoin Vault, not in 12 months. I made it in 4 months. But the thing is with with crypto, with the growing of the value of the coin, that number of coins that you have, to make your second million, it's easy. You can, even if the coin is growing too fast, you can make your second million even in a week. There was a time I moved from whatever number of a million I was at to the next in a week. And when I was asked to make a testimony to say what's the biggest amount I've made in a month, and I was like, if I say I made $1 million in a week, will people believe me? So that's how the crypto is. It's amazing. It's just like that. So in August, okay, in July, I ranked up to city manager that I thought was not possible. Anyway, my mentor told me how possible it is. He told me that $300,000 volume is not my volume. It's the volume of everyone in my team. So I must not be scared about it. He told me how it only takes 5 developers to be a manager. So I started seeing that it is possible. So I started working hard, and also to assist and motivate my team so that they can also rank up, so that I can rank up, because I can't rank up alone. My team needs to rank up for me to rank up. So I also assisted my team and motivating in order to rank up. So the women in my business also made, in our team, also made me a city manager. So because 3 ladies, Leadership Mavoi, Leadership Asanda, Leadership Mtabi, became city developers, and then I became a city manager. So, and then on the, oh, by the way, when I was a city builder and I posted my city builder poster on social media, one of my friends asked if me personally, I have made 140,000 rands. I was nowhere near making that much money. I think I had made maybe about, because it was 2 weeks in the business, I think I had made about 20,000 at the time. So I was like, no, why would you say that? No, that's the volume. So I had to explain it. And then when I became a manager and made, and the volume that I raised was 300,000, which is not only my volume, as the mentor explained to me. $300,000, which is plus minus 5 million rands. Also, another friend of mine asked, Tommy, you have 5 million. I said, no, that's a volume of the of that I've raised, which at that stage, that was what was on my wallet at the time. Same time, I ran to the manager that required $300,000 to become. I had made $300,000 in my own personal wallet. So on the 8th or 9th of August, I don't know why I always confuse this date, whether it's the 8th or 9th. I bought myself a car. I bought it before, so I fetched it on the 9th. I bought myself a Jaguar cash, a Jaguar F-Pace. I bought it cash, made a withdrawal from my Bitcoin vaults, so I bought it cash. And I didn't only buy that car, I also bought, yeah, it must have been on the 8th, because I think it's on the 8th that we get paid the rank up bonuses. So I also bought for my sister, for her 21st birthday, I bought a Renault Clio, which the money I used to buy it, I made back on the same day. When I add up the cycle bonuses, the commissions, the match-up bonuses, and also my earnings. I have a lot of plans. I started with 7 standard plans, but now I have a platinum. I have a lot of other plans, gold. There's no plan that I do not have, because, and sometimes I just buy myself a plan for no reason. So I have a lot of plans now. I think I've got 15 or 16 plans. I actually do not know. There are times that I would go through my 3 and I would see an account and I'd be like, who is this? But judging by the name that it's given, I would figure out that it must be my account. So I made back on the same day, with including the money of the rank up bonus that was paid on the day, because rank up bonuses are normally paid on the 8th. So including that one, I made back the money I used to buy my sister's car in that same day. So I think that is it, leadership. That is my testimony. That is my story. Mining City has changed my life a lot. Yeah, in more ways. You know, I feared poverty, but I don't know how now. This is not, you know, where my level is now. Like what God has done for me is not even an improvement. It's something that I do not even know what it is. Thank you, leadership.
Wow, wow, so inspiring, so Vito.
Wow.
Guys, yo.
Wow. That's amazing.
Wow, leadership.
Amazing
Wow.
leadership.
Power.
Wow.
That one.
They don't call us Mogotos for
Ah.
nothing.
Yo.
They don't call us
Wow,
Mogotos for
leader.
nothing. Women, you know, beauty and brains. That's who you are.
Wow.
Yeah, even
$300,000 leadership. Yo.
Yes. Wow. I've also noted a few things that I think many of us here, especially if you're new in the business, you should have taken those tips from city manager Tembi Steshi. She says that she created curiosity. I don't know if you heard her right. Create curiosity. You are new in the business. Nobody knows that you're doing this thing. And that is, you are not going to be able to do this alone. You need other people to be on board with you. So how do you get them on board? Create curiosity. Make them interested in knowing what is it that you're doing. What is it that you are talking about on a daily basis? Don't be lazy to talk about this thing. This is where your money is tied. Ne? So it means that you need not to be lazy talking about it. Create that curiosity all the time, because, and another thing that always make us to fall back or miss an opportunity is when an opportunity is presented to you and you like, okay, you procrastinate, you do all the things. She jumped into the opportunity. We say there is two ways in which you can be part of this opportunity. There is a buy and hold, then there's a mining. Then there is a difference, obviously, between the two, but you've got to know the difference between the two. We've heard her, when she heard about mining, she didn't jump straight to mining. She first opened her Luno, put some money there, watched the money grow, and the excitement, that's how the excitement grew in her. That, oh, okay, I am making some money here. And again, what I like most about what she said about her Luno is that she saw the money, the value of the money going down. Did she panic? No. She held on. In Bitcoin. She held on her Bitcoins, knowing that this money is going to grow. And when it grows, when the value goes up again, then I will buy. That is exactly the reason we say that is buy and hold. You have not lost your coins. They just decreased in value, that's what currencies do. So even now, I know that we are in a stressful time with some people in Bitcoin Vault because their value has dropped. So we have heard from her that even Bitcoin did what? The value dropped. And what happened to the value later? It went up. And all you need to do, keep calm. Hold your coins until the value goes up again. And you will still reap your fruits massively in abundance, because that is what we want, to reap in abundance. So leadership, you spoke like a true leader, a mentor. We surely learned a few things from you, and wow, the achievements within a space of 12 months at Jaguar. And you know what I like about us in this industry, when we buy, once people, they start complaining that, oh, this car is expensive, you just say, you know what, I'll take that one too, just because it's expensive. So give me two. Wow, that takes the cake. Let's give her a round of applause, guys. Wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, inspiring story. Bitcoin Vault, the key to your story, or the key of your story. You've got to unlock that door. And who holds the key? Bitcoin Vault is the key. So open that door, use that key to open that door to your new story. Rewrite your story. We also had leader Tandy saying that she had to meet up her new self, meaning that within us, there is us and then there is someone else new. So when you are in a certain situation, you've got to meet that someone else. There is someone else who is bigger than this situation. Go and meet that someone who is bigger than the situation you are currently in, because that person exists. You just need to know how to tap into that person. I have seen it in my life as well. All right, moving to our next speaker. She had challenges with load shedding. I'm not sure if she managed to join the call. Mrs. Pakamanazo, are you here? Going once. Leadership Nazo, are you in the call? Going twice. Leadership Nazo, are you in the call? Wow, okay, I'll take it as if load shedding had its toll on her, so she was not able to join the call after all. But are we not here? We are here. This is our party. Now, her role, we are going to do it. We are not prepared for it. That is what I call working under pressure, working under unfavorable conditions. to produce favorable results. Now we've got leaders here. We've got leaders. We are not leaving no stone unturned because someone else is having a challenge of a load shedding. We have our leaders, the speakers that have already spoken. We are going to see them just in 2 minutes. Tell us about your challenges. We know the challenges that we've come across in the business. Maybe let me start by sharing mine. The first challenge that I had in the business was not believing in myself. I didn't believe in myself, and that was the biggest challenge I have ever had. And especially, I was threatened by men. That is when I observed that men in this business are the ones that I have prospered, or they are high earners, top earners, and I was threatened. So that made me to feel very small, that maybe I don't have it in me. Why are all these men up there, top earners, all of them? All the men that I know, they are top earners. When I'm searching for women that are top earners, there's quite a few. Yes, they are, but very few. Many are men. So, you know, sometimes you take the challenge positive or you take the challenge negative. Challenges are there to make us or break us. So I decided that, okay, in order for me not to feel the competition with these men, let me just be part of them. Let me do what they do. Let me copy them so that I don't feel threatened by their strengths, because now this is becoming a weakness to me. Their strength is becoming a weakness, and I don't need to be weak. I need to succeed in this business. So if I see their weakness, their strength as my weakness, then it means that I'm not gonna go anywhere. So what did I needed to do? I needed to be part of them, work with them, whether they like it or not, whether they like me or not, whether I'm pretty or not, whether I'm slender or not, curvy or round or whatever. I'm gonna be there amongst them, especially that I have been in a men's world for some years. So, you know, when you're in a corporate environment and working with men, they always treat you like you are a small thing, because this is our world, you know. So I took that mentality to network marketing as well, that these people are far ahead. So meaning that there's nothing much I can do. But I said to myself, I am going to change this mentality. I'm going to step out of this old me and step into the new me, who is going to work and succeed in this world that is full of male top earners. So having done that, I work the most with my leader, Mzianda Bidi, who has mentored me with such passion. And I learned a lot from him. I also learned a lot from him. I also checked other male top earners in my line of business, like Zolani Mngandi. I was checking on men because I wanted to do what they do to make sure that I succeed in the business that I think favoring men.
Leadership. Sorry to disturb you. Can you please make yourself visible, because I can't. This thing is focusing on me, so I think it's the host that can fix it.
I am visible. Can't you see me, guys?
Those that are using a phone, so it's showing me instead of you.
Let's see.
Good.
Do you see her now?
Can you see me now?
Yes, leadership.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Sorry.
So that was the biggest challenge that I have heard in this industry, and I overcame it by making it a positive thing instead of living it in the negative or a bad thing that has ever happened. So I just made sure that I am going to be part of these men who are top earners. I'm going to watch what they do. So I will copy everything they do, that they succeed in the business. And I done that successfully, and I learned a lot from them. And so then I became to understand that men are not rivals in this business, but they are business partners. They are here to work with us, and they are the ones who they give us all the info they have. They coach us, they do all such that you just need to copy and paste what they do. Monkey see, monkey do. So I overcame that challenge, and here I am today, not regretting nothing whatsoever. So I'm grateful that I'm part of the movement in crypto. So the next speaker, I will just any name. Boy, can you say something? And then you just pick any name as well. So I pick you to share just one challenge with us.
Thank you, leadership. Hey, leadership. My challenge in the business, I know that I'm consistent, but Pamela is disturbing the whole
Challenge.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, leadership. Leadership, I've got a lot of challenges in business. However, mine are mainly operational. Operational meaning the stuff that you have to do internally in network marketing for you to get the results that you are looking for. So it's basically those areas of personal development that one needs to build in order for one to have that posture that is required. Otherwise, in terms of my business, I love my business. I trust the company that we're working with. I trust the product that we're working with. I've got everything that one may ever need. It is in building my own self in order for me to believe in myself and to know that this is going to happen in good time. So, however, I am working, just like Thandi has indicated, I'm working on myself in terms of personal empowerment, personal development, and yeah. So, yeah, I think leadership. Thank you.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Who must be next? Who do you want to speak next, my leader, amongst us?
Oh, me?
Yeah?
Yes.
Choose someone. I chose
Oh,
you. You choose
someone to share the challenges. Oh, great, great, great. I choose my queen. My queen.
Hello, my queen.
Yes, please share with us, my queen. Please share with us, my queen, what your challenges are and how do you overcome the challenges that you are experiencing in business.
Thank you once again to everyone. Well done to Ustesh for the level of success you've acquired. Congratulations, my leader. We're watching, we're learning, we are inspired. We thank you, and also Dimpo for hosting this event. Well done, my queens and Fundi, and to you, Ms. Mavuyi, for a wonderful speech you delivered, and also the challenges you've shared now. Okay, the challenge that I'm facing in the business is challenges that I've just learning to resolve. It's actually the rejection part, which I've come to learn in one of the training we've attended, that actually a no means not right now, because someone would say, yeah, I'm coming on board, you close the deal, like, you know, the money is in the bank, it's just a matter of the date, and to follow up, you are being blue ticked, and the phone rings and now it's ringing on the pole. Then you have to deal with that. Then you have to remember, this is life. Remember somebody before you get married, I'm sure you were with other people, you rejected or you were rejected. So obviously, and as well, when I attended one of Hannah's training, Ray Hatton had said something profound to say, handle rejection like a waiter or waitress in the restaurant. Because when you are about to pay the bill, they will say, would you like a dessert, ma'am? Or sir, and you say no, they say, oh, okay, thank you, no problem. Then they give you the slip and you pay, and then off they go. So then I'm just learning to deal with rejection. It's not always nice, and especially at the time of my desperation, it kind of killed my spirit. But I've since learned that then you don't rely on one person. When you prospecting and somebody is promising, you obviously put them on the list of joining or following up, and you immediately forget about them. Eric Ross says a profound thing to say: detach your emotions on any deal. It's not about you, it's about the person you are helping to come on board. So since I've learned that it's not about me, then I'm able not to attach my emotions. If you're saying you're going to join and you don't join, to me, it's your loss. It's really not my loss. My recent prospect was supposed to come on board. I think I followed up with him twice. And she said, no, man, I'm still tying up some loose ends financially. I'll come on board. Sorry for any inconvenience caused. And I was like, honey, no, you didn't inconvenience me. You're the one who's missing out on the money you should be making. So please, you're not inconveniencing me. I'm the one that is actually here to assist you. So let me know at the time that you are actually ready. And then another lady that has been coming on board since 1 month ago. So I don't take any kind of offense if somebody said they'll join and they don't join. To me, it's fine. So then it helps that you have that prospect list that you continuously have to add on it, actively adding and creatively keeping in touch with people so that you never run on people to prospect. Then if this one promised, then you don't even record it in your mind. You continue, go to the next one, go to the next one. If the last two don't come on board, it's okay. You have another 3 that are promising. So when you close the bill, you go back to getting started again. When you close the deal, you're going back to getting started again. So that's the challenge that I had to learn to overcome. I'm still learning, but I would like to say I'm doing pretty much good. So people don't join, it's not my problem. It's theirs, they're the ones that are missing out. Thank you. And I'm choosing Fundi Shoba to actually tell us a challenge. Sifuna ukwazi wenza kanjani my queen, wena wenza kanjani? Kwenza kanjani?
Hi, my queen.
Hi,
when it comes
kugcwele khona amabhanoyi, sifuna ukwazi.
Hey, wena. Hey, okay, let me stick to that one. Don't
remove me on the screen.
You know, thanks, my queen. You're right. Ukugcwala kwamabhanoyi, especially at a time where people need money. Here you are presenting a business that you are saying it is a legit business. You've got everything that is verifiable, but then people are looking for 200 rands opportunities that will make them millionaires. And they've got, you know, nice posters, very glamorous posters of how you can give it 200 to the other and the other, and then people become millionaires. So, you know, I think when it comes to that, you know, this thing, when leaders say we must focus more on educating people rather than chasing money, I strongly believe in that, because a lot of people chase money and some really are looking for an opportunity. But when you are here standing and you are educating people, you won't believe how many people still come back to me because they, you know, they will go and they will reject you, just like you said, and then they will go to all of these other opportunities that seem glamorous, and then they will remember that here you are, you're still standing. Then they will come back and really sign. I also don't take rejection personally, really, because I know that, you know, when we were starting, back when mining was starting in the Makelwane business, Lonwabo and Mzi approached us. We didn't believe them because the language of mining was different. Ne? It's all new. It doesn't make sense. Mining, we know mining as you know, the hard head stuff and all of that. And wait, everybody. And then the other thing that goes with that as well is then you don't know whether even this particular opportunity is also a scam, just like everything, you see. So I also took time. I also went, while someone was approaching me with a legit opportunity, I went and did other things, and then saw, you know, after some time, through their consistency, that that this is, you know, legit. It stands the tests of businesses, because when hard times hit, some businesses just disappear with people's money and you never hear anything. So yeah, we pay school fees, that's what we call it. So yeah, mainly my challenges are there, but also it's not, you know, I like to see the both sides on things anyway, because also deaf and people or people in my area, they like money, yeah? The question, the most famous question here is, "Nizofaka malini, ikhipha malini, ikhipha nini?" So before you touch on everything else, make sure that you have those set, you will have your answers set on those. Don't make a long story. So our 10 days, I love it that in our business, starting to pay after 10 days, at least for some counts them, you know, it gives them some sense of security, and the transparency that our business presents, it is awesome. So every challenge is actually an opportunity for learning, and an opportunity for educating others, because while it's a challenge for me, for you, or for everybody else, it means that you're not alone that's experiencing that. Somebody else needs to know about it. So find out even more. When it's challenging you, find out even more how the next person can handle it as well. Thank you, my queen. And I pick, it's like we're playing spin the bottle. SK, the bottle is on you. My leader, SK, where are you?
She's coming. Just
I should
like,
have gone to leadership
when
stage.
you are calling her, no, she just quickly had to go to the nature called before you called her, so she's on her way back.
I should have gone to leadership stage so that we are together.
Yes.
You guys did not tell us.
No.
No problem. I'm just joking.
Oh, they
okay.
didn't tell us we do partner.
Yes.
Hello, my leaders. Good evening, everyone. I'm so sorry for keeping everyone waiting. Just to recap the Mamshoba, what is it that I need to be speaking about quickly?
Oh, we're just sharing in just 2 minutes.
I know that there's a baton going around, so just fill me in there.
Just sharing in 2 minutes what our challenges were or have been within the business, and how have we dealt with those challenges.
Oh, okay. I think for me, I'm just going to share two, because I'm not much of a speaker like most ladies that were in the call. And actually, in fact, that is one of the challenges that I have, not being much of a speaker. Yeah, that for me, I had always regarded myself as a shy person. Somebody who I actually related well with the one-on-one sessions. I was never a person who could, you know, address a crowd. So I was always, I think maybe I was always comfortable in you know, small groups and all of that. So for me, I had to learn to actually get out of my shell. Okay, I had to learn to get out of my shell because frankly, it was not paying the bills. It was not paying bills. So I had to actually choose between being shy and broke or learning to speak and actually making money. So that's one of the challenges that I had to really talk to myself and actually had to answer those questions. And yeah, I am nowhere near being a person who can, speak in crowds and all of that, but I am definitely not where I was in the beginning of this year. The fact that I'm actually doing a Zoom is something huge for me. It's kind of an achievement, if I can put it like that. So yeah, that was one of my biggest challenges. And the second one, having to learn to actually being a not too shy person, I then in the business had to learn how to relate, to people, where I had to actually start building a team. So obviously that involves talking to more people, right? So I literally took baby steps because I did not know what I was doing. I had to look around to my leaders to see what they are doing, to learn, all the basics, trying to implement them. And whatever I felt was working for me, I would take that and share it with the team. Like Uthandi mentioned earlier, for me, starting a WhatsApp group from scratch, from 2 people, speaking in the group and nobody responding, that's a daily bread. I mean, when you're a leader, you have to start there, right? So started there and having to learn not to put emotion into that, because now remember, when you are doing this business, and especially when you do using those modes of social media, and people are not responding to the way that you would like them, then you tend to be discouraged, and you don't really know what to do. So you have to now look around for strength from other leaders who are actually doing the business, to see what is it that is working for them, so that you can learn from that and try to implement that. And I think for me, what really worked is that I made a decision to be consistent. And as much as there were literally no results in the beginning, like 0 results, to starting seeing 2-3 people reaching out to want to know about your business, and starting from there and taking baby steps with. So that's actually what helped me, was to look around when my business was not working at all, to starting with baby steps and actually implementing what was working for other leaders. And yeah, things started working for me as well. So yeah, those are the 2 challenges I'd like to share. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you, my queen. Stacey, unfortunately, we're gonna have to skip you and your challenges this time around for the sake of time. We've had some challenges and how us as women overcame these challenges. Fortunately, there is no challenge without a... Yes. Were you saying something, Stacey? Okay.
Okay. Yes, it is a different challenges that has not been mentioned that I would love. I do have common ones with the rest of the people that I've spoken.
Yes.
With the rest of the leaders, but I have a different one, a serious one that I would like to share.
Okay, share it quickly.
Oh, sorry, the challenge that I'm having as a woman in network marketing is with men pretending to want business, but they end up wanting to just talk to you for other things. That's my biggest challenge. I'm sorry I had to mention that one, leadership, because no one has mentioned it. And I think most of us, if not all of us, are experiencing it. And as someone who's in this industry for the first time, it has been something that has been irritating me, because it's something I've never experienced it in the corporate world. As a woman that I am, I've never experienced it. But yeah, people, they take your number from Facebook, pretend they want business, and then they want to continue talking to you, asking you, how was your day, and stuff like that. And then they don't actually buy any mining plan, and I'm not even sure if I've got a way of dealing with that, because I just blocked them. And yeah, that's all. And other people, they'll take your number, they just become contacts on your WhatsApp, and they never actually get into business. They just wanted access to your number or to your WhatsApp. So yeah, that's the biggest challenge that I'm facing.
Thank you, leadership. I think that is the best. I'm not sure if it's the best or it's the what, but it's good that you've shared that, because it's basically a common challenge for all of us. It's basically a common challenge. And I always say, whatever happens, we still need to remain holding our dignity. We need to remain standing. We cannot allow anyone to bring us down because they think that we are the weaker species. We are not the weaker ones. In fact, someone who takes advantage, I regard that person as very weak. There are men that will act very weak, because when you want to do something, just do it straight. Don't make it look like you want something else and then you want something else. For me, it means that you have lost the game completely, because you pretended to want the business, yet you want me. So it means you are weak, because if you were not weak, you were just gonna go straight to what you want and deal with it. No matter the rejection, no matter what. Don't pretend to be someone else that you are not. So I also advise women in my team as well that if someone experiences that, don't care. Even if they say, I have got R1 million to put into the business, retain honor as a woman. Women, retain honor at all times. Respect yourself so that other people can also respect you. Rather, don't do a business with a thief, because that is what I call those people, thieves. Don't do business with someone who wants to steal your dignity, who wants to steal your pride, who wants to steal your joy. Rather, they can take their business elsewhere. There are other women there, there are other men. So for me, that is not even a challenge anymore, because once I spot those things, I just do away with you. I don't care where you take your business. I don't want a business that is going to bring problems in my business. So I rather be the person that I was yesterday before you came into my life or before you had my number. So I rather remain that person and not let you bring me down because I was interested in the business that you're bringing in. No, I leave it. Okay. Okay. Without wasting any further time, we're just gonna ask Ufundi to do her part in just 15 minutes. We've had superb stories. We've had how people are making money. We've had everything. But now, just in 15 minutes, Fundi, how have we achieved all of these? You must know how we achieved all of these. How did we buy the Jaguars, the second cars, how did we become six-figure earners?
Hey, my queen, dreams come true here. I'm telling you, I am one person, Nakala, whose life has been, you know, tremendously rescued by crypto, and especially mining, guys. I've done a lot of network marketing. People who follow me on what you call on Facebook probably have seen me making jokes about some of the products that I've sold, how I've stocked up on all of those things. I've even done traveling. I've done a lot of things, and you know, you end up accumulating a lot of these things. But at the end of the day, you do this, you start off doing it for money, even if we then go on to a point of doing it to help other people. So yeah, I ended up, you know, when I landed on the cryptocurrency business, I was like, this is it. This provides me with access to money that gives me access to everything else that I want. You know, people have this thing that we're not after money, or you love money now, blah, blah, blah. it's not money that we're really after, it's the things that we want. Because these days, I mean, really, who do you ask for bread now? Who do you ask for money to take a child to school now? It's hard for even family to help anybody. It just goes to show that for everything to happen, we need money. So money is the language of help these days. So if you need anything, you need to have, it's a transacting thing. Now, with this cryptocurrency that we are mining in this business, we've got a solid product, and we are right at the beginning of it. So it is a very good time for anyone to participate in this. We have heard that the president talking about the introduction of fourth industrial revolution-based business. And this is it. This is also it. We can do it and run it in our homes. So there's packages that a person can invest in and buy for themselves in this business. And the nice thing is that when you do that, you are buying an actual product. So we're not just pushing money from hand to hand. There is an actual company that does business, which is Mining City. It's a very much verifiable company. And then there is products that they are selling, meaning that there's a tangible product, which is the mining plants are physical. They are there, they can be seen. There's machines that are working for us. All of those things can be seen. And then, so you buy a package, and the nice thing is that still, even when you're buying or renting this mining power, the company does everything, absolutely everything for us. So basically our business is to talk to other people, and we do that all the time. We will talk. People these days, they ask their fellow, friends and whatever else you can refer to about recommendations for anything. Even on Facebook now, there is an option to ask for a recommendation. Why? Because we always rely on the word of the people that we know. So here we buy the mining packages. The promotional package of $300 is still running. Okay, it's still available, so you can buy that. Now it means that you wait for any package that you will choose. You have a 10-day waiting period for that. So the actual package that we know we will always have, just like I said, this one is still a promotional package. We don't know when it will be phased out. I would highly recommend that you buy and buy once. Sorry guys, let me just ask the people in the house to okay, thank you, sorry about that. So I'd recommend that you start buying from standard package, even for the fact that this particular package, your primary package, it doesn't offer you much of benefits. Okay, you're gonna go and get stuck because really this company has a very, what you call, generous compensation. So if you are taking this one and you're staying on this one, then you are blocking a lot of things, including how well you can be compensated. So my advice to you, start looking from standard package and going up. Okay, so then there's a bronze package. Your bronze package pays you twice what's in terms of the price that you will buy it with. First, you will pay twice what you pay for a standard package, which is about $1,200. So we're looking at about 24,000 rands, including your exchange fees. And then it gives you 12 terahashes. This is 12 terahashes is the mining power. Okay. So then there is the silver package. Your silver package is twice your bronze package. Okay, so if you look at these figures here, your 1,200, your 2,400 US dollars, you can already see that this one is twice this one is twice this one, or this is 4 times the standard package. So you can already tell what you can expect to be paid. The only waiting period is 10 days and you start earning every night for a period of 3 years. There's another awesome promotion that's running right now, that there is an added 100 days, not only for people who buy with Bitcoin Vault right now, like we had before, but also even if you're buying with Bitcoin. That, I think that is very much awesome, okay? And then there's a gold plan. Gold plan, as you can see in the price, if you are holding a gold plan, it means that you have about 7 times of what the standard plan is. So gold plan is literally the combination of these 3 packages here: the standard package, the bronze package, silver, and the gold package, okay? And then there's the platinum package. So your platinum package, I don't think it's even a Ferrari. I think maybe this is a Ferrari. The platinum package is a jet. Yeah, so if you look at the price of it, it is about 3 times what your gold package is. And the nice thing also is that there's a promotion that's attached to that, because you also get an equivalent of the bronze plan mining power. So you can see that there's these binary points that are written on every one of these plans here. What that means is, for people like us who wanted to do this for business, we make use of these binary points. Everybody gets plugged in actually in the back office. So a lot of people do inherit these anyways, because I'll explain to you how the binary tree works just now. So we work on the accumulation of these trees and of these points, and each package, as you can see, it has points allocated to it. That is transparent and made known to everyone. So this is a binary tree. We're not scared of seeing a binary tree, isn't it? We're not thinking pyramid. Lots of structures are written like this, guys. In your go to your HR office at work and ask for what you call an organogram. You will see it's exactly like this. At church, it's like this. In a whole lot of places. But the beauty of it is, in network marketing, because our business is network marketing based, it doesn't mean that the guy at the top here makes more money than these people here. Do you know that? The guy at the top here, or this one over here, or any other area, can make a whole lot of money than the person at the top. So everyone, it's according to the sweat of their forehead. Literally. So you have to work, you have to balance both sides of your binary tree. So what it basically means is, when you refer people to the business, the company compensates you. It gives you points that are allocated, as you have seen here on top here. Let's say, for example, you refer people, let's go to platinum straight. So you buy your package, and then you refer 2 people who buy platinum plans. So one person you place on your left, and the other person you place on the right. And that's the other nice thing, that you choose where you place the people that you have referred or registered in the business. So as you have placed these people, what the system does every night at round about 11 going towards 12 there, you will earn your the cycle bonuses. Okay, the bonuses relating to this referral part of the business. So the system looks for 5 points on each side, and it will pay you $200 for the multiples of those 5s that it finds. So with a platinum plan, we said it is 21. So it means that there will be 21 credits on your left. There will also be 21 credits on your right, because you have referred platinum, which means that on that night when the system finds these 21, it will give you 4 times the $200, which is $800. Now, mind you, remember what I said earlier, that quickly be on standard. At least if you are on standard plan, you can get that. But if you are on primary plan, sorry, uzohlala with 2. You will only be left with the 200. Why? Because the ranks open doors to the number of cycles that you can get per night. Okay, so the ranks are very important. We have heard the ladies talking about being city manager, being developer, being builder, and all of those things. So those are very, very important. And the more you educate people also in your team about how to get those ranks, then the easier everything becomes, and people do not forfeit money that they would have been earning, because I mean, really, this is generous. The other nice thing about this is that if you then, let's say maybe you just only refer these 2 people, and someone else refers, this person over here on your left refers another person and places them here, the points, they go up, right? But not only that, even if it was you as the sponsor, you place the other person under someone else in your tree, the points, they go all the way up according to the line of where the placement is. So the more we educate people about how they rank up, how they open up, you know, or unlock these $200 bonuses, the better, because there's people who sit in the binary tree with very, very heavy legs, and you'll find that a person has been having 4 credits on the other side for months, and they don't even know how to maybe put on, you know, or add on other people. So it's very important that people understand that there is money sitting for them in their trees, and they can unlock that at any time. Also, I think the other thing that's very important, sorry, this is not a normal presentation, isn't it? So I can just maybe make mention of this. Guys, never ever, based on those things that we spoke about amongst the challenges, that you're scared of rejection, and also people tend to be picky sometimes and think that I can't talk to so-and-so, or maybe this one just does a, you know, a small paying job. We had a testimony from a lady who is a city manager, and she used to be a maid, and she was only earning 5,000 rands. Imagine if someone did not tell her about this opportunity because they only, you know, looked at how much she is earning. You don't know the hunger of the person that you're passing on the street, that is serving you at the shop or at the garage or anything like that. You don't know the lengths that they will go to make sure that they are fighting out of their situation. So we talk to everybody. We do not discriminate. Yeah. Okay, so this is your tree. This tree pays a lot for city managers. They max your hey, especially with this platinum plan. Hey, they max. So many. What does it mean when you maxing as a city manager? You're getting
$1,600.
$1,600, and that in rent is about.
It's about
30.
Yeah,
In the range of 30. Guys, yeah, you know how hard we work to get 30,000 rands a month, né? If we are employed. But now can you imagine you are sleeping, you and your team makes sure that you are earning, or you know, even a lot of you in your team are earning these 30,000 rands in one night. Okay, so there's an opportunity here. That is why we're saying this is a recession-proof business, because it rescued us when our companies were closing down, when our employers were paying us half salaries and no salaries. Bitcoin Vault kept our families alive and kicking, and you know, we are still here. We're standing, we're pretty, we are flowered, we are everything. All right, happy spring, Bogotos, happy spring day and all that. So yeah, this is your what you call it, your points, your binary points that I explained quickly. And then not only does it end there, let me just touch on this part that you also have direct sales. So let's say maybe in the process, before you even get your cycle bonuses, do you not get anything from the time when you have referred to only 3 people? Yes, you do get paid. From even that first referral that you have made, you do get paid. So what the company does is, let's say now you have referred someone who is buying the gold plan. That gold plan is $4,200. And if, for example, which is very possible and doable, that your first 5 people, they buy the gold plans, right? So it means that for these people here, you will be paid 5% commissions directly for those sales. Now, for the business side of things, there is no waiting period, guys. As much as, yes, it is not optional and all that, but I think it's the one part that people should go for full force, because it pays higher and it pays very quicker. You can always make up the money that you want to make. You write your own check if you do this part here. Okay, you can't write your own check really with mining. It's dependent on how much work has been done or made by the company. But here, you know how much you will make. So your first 5 people, you earn 5% commissions, and then for your 6 to infinity, you make 10% commissions from whatever amount of pool that they have purchased. Okay, so you can combine that the money that you're making from your direct referrals, and also your trees, and also your mining. There's just a lot of money to be made. And also when your people that are in your team are also earning their $200 US bonuses, you also still get paid another $10 US. $10 US is a lot of money in South Africa. You can buy many loaves of bread there. Okay, all right. I think let me just summarize it and stop it there, and then it gets more clarified and more in depth in their presentations, which I'm really hoping that people will attend and invite also during the course of the week. Over to you, back to you, my leader.
Wow, 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 wow. Awesome, my leader. Thank you very much for such a brief and straight to the point presentation on how to make money in the line of business we are in. And thank you for making it clear to everyone. Okay, we are left with only 5 minutes and then we are done. So I'm gonna call upon our last speaker who will render the closing remarks and maybe some announcements if there are any, like the upcoming events and all that, and then it will be taught since for us. So SK, where are you, my leader? SK.
Nature calls.
Go once. I hope the nature is not naturing you again. SK going twice.
SK, Tandy, are they still on the call?
Where are they?
Low shedding, they did say, do you think it looked like electricity came back, baby? Tandy, SK. I don't see them.
SK, Tandy, where are you?
Abeg. Hey.
Leadership.
Okay, they stood us up. Hey, this load shedding is doing this load shedding is doing the pot on us today. Okay, I think I will just summarize it myself and wrap it up. And yeah, we've had some awesome speakers tonight, and we have surely learned a lot from the best speaker. You know, when you are told about the theme, once there's a theme, the content of the theme makes or gives direction to the whole event. And I would like to thank our speaker, Mavui, for giving such a direction to this event. My leader, I don't know what to say. I'm so happy that this is on record. This is what I would like to speak to. So, would like to listen to on a daily basis. I really meant it, and I'm going to do it because it was the greatest of all. We had also other great speakers. The testimonies were awesome, outstanding, inspiring. Fundi for the great presentation of the business, because in everything that we do, we still want to make money. We still want to make money. So if we know how to make money in this business, then it means that not even the sky is a limit for us. We become limitless. We are able to dream again, because sometimes we are not dreaming because you you feel powerless. You don't know how are you going to achieve all these things that you want. Therefore, you decide that, okay, my life is designed for me to sleep, eat, and die, of which that is not the case. There is a lot that we are living for. There is a great purpose for why there is us on this earth. We are not just here to eat, sleep, and die. We are here to work and empower each other, uplift each other, take each other to greater heights. And you can never stay there alone. You've got to take along some people with you. So guys, network marketing is just something else. For you, all the speakers that have spoken here tonight, there is one thing common about them: education. Education, all the speakers, education is one thing that is common, but where are we? Are we hiding behind our books, or are we here in network marketing? What is it that we have seen great in network marketing? Because surely there is something that we have seen, and we want now to give this thing that we have seen in network marketing to each and everyone, so that they can also be part of it and also tap into the grace and the fruits of network marketing. There is great money, there is great things happening in network marketing. So I don't think I would have been where I am if I would have stayed in my job. I don't think I would be anywhere. I'm not just talking about Devon because I'm in Devon. No, I'm talking financially. I'm talking achievements. I'm talking all the things that I have acquired during the just in 3 years, guys. In 3 years of doing this exercise repeatedly, because that is what network marketing wants from us. You need to do the same thing all over again. Be consistent in it. Be consistent. Do it all over again. Create that curiosity every day. Don't get tired of creating the curiosity until we achieve. This has been a great event. We had a great time. Thank you everyone for staying this long with us. It means a lot to us, and surely you have learned a thing or two in this meeting tonight. So from my side, bye.
Thank you, leadership. Thank you, thank you. Goodbye.
So beautiful, looking beautiful. Springtime.
Did you have the screenshot? Did we have the screenshot, leadership? Leadership, Jimbo.
Next year is going to ndimi presentation leadership for August Women's Month.
Wow, yes, please. Where are you?
Next year. Yes, still in September. You can do it in Ngongok.
Challenge accepted, leadership.
Hayi ndifuna le Women's Month ndithwale crown.
Uyawafuna usogqitha ke ndiyakwazi.
Next year we want to be locked down.
I am inspired. I'm learning from the best.
Uyawafuna i-crown engaphezu kwale ndiyakwazi.
Next year asikho kwi-lockdown.
I do.
No social distancing.
Yeah.
We won't have this event on Zoom next year.
Yeah, it's about face to face.
Yes, we're not having it on Zoom.
Yes.
Papa Yin leaders, man. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
All the comments. We'll get them.
Screenshot, guys.
You man, Boyan,
guys. Please.
Yo.
Are you able to do it?
What is this now? And for doing a smiley, guys.
Smile. Please, guys. Fotani.
Sesigqibile ngapha.
Guys,
Fotani ngesmile Keshi.
we have.
Hayi Fotani Keshi kuphi smiley.
Asikho charger. Sikude now.
Oh, Ismail phone. Yo, guys, the messages.
Thank you so much, leaders. You're always inspiring, eh? Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the nice event.
Leaders, thanks. Sorry about the time, leaders. I think I've been having so much time, I forgot. Or maybe I like my story so much, I lose track of time.
I think everyone is forgiven. Everyone is forgiven. We just had a great time, so we lost track of time.
Yeah, people.
And besides,
it was women.
Maybe someone who never heard it. You see, so.
Women's man, guys. Good night, guys.
Night.
Night, too.
Ending it.
Night.